The honourable member for Foothills.
Parliamentary Budget Officer said tripling the carbon tax will do little to reduce emissions in agriculture. Why? Because we're already amongst the most efficient in the world. What the carbon tax will do will punish farmers with more than $1 billion in additional costs. And now the NDP Liberal Carbon Tax Coalition wants to expand that punishing tax to include Eastern Atlantic Canadian farmers. Emissions from agriculture in Canada are 70% lower than the global average. So why is the Prime Minister punishing Canadian farmers for that incredible achievement instead of praising them?
Hear, hear. The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Speaker, 80% of families in areas where the federal carbon price backstop applies get more money from the price on pollution. That is true for Atlantic Canada. That is true right across the country. On top of it, rural and remote Canadians, like farmers, are able to benefit from a 10% top-up to the climate action incentive that comes to them 4 times a year. These are the things that make sure that we can both fight climate change by ensuring that pollution is no longer free anywhere in the country, while we directly support the hardworking families that need that support.
Member for Foothills.
The Prime Minister should read his own legislation. The farm tax rebate through C8 gives farmers pennies on the dollar back on what they spend in the carbon tax. Right. The result of that, Saskatchewan farmers just had the most expensive harvest in their history. Their on-farm costs exceeded $11 billion, the highest year-over-year increase since 2012. On-farm fuel has more than doubled. The cost of fertilizer is up 110%. The carbon tax is pounding farmers to the ground and putting our food security at risk. What will it take for the Prime Minister to cancel his plan to triple the tax on food, fuel, and farmers?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, from the supply chain disruptions of the pandemic to the war on Ukraine, there have been global disruptions that have impacted Canadians, including Canadian farm families. At the same time, however, putting a price on pollution not only prepares and ensures that we're ready to be competitive in a lower carbon world in the coming decades, it also puts more money back in the pockets of hardworking families that need it every single year. This is the approach that both fights climate change to ensure a better future for our kids and grandkids, while at the same time supporting families right now. We will continue